When I see Bill and I see him always upset, a lot of times when you see a person like that, all you want to do is just pray for him and wish him nothing but the best. That's life. So be it.
I'm for the streets. Do something for the streets, man. Then I'll be cool. I'm cool. I'll stop saying something. If it was some hellified street that was up around you to say, he got us.
Floyd Mayweather went completely haywire in a moment that rocked the boxing community. Following Devin Haney's manager and father, Bill Haney, calling Ryan Garcia a cheater in a live interview. During a recent live interview, Mayweather's furious answer only served to heighten the suspense around Garcia and Haney's possible rematch. In his remarks about the contentious circumstances of the fight last year, Bill Haney didn't mince words. He accused Ryan Garcia of employing questionable tactics to win over Devin Haney, a fight whose outcome was later overturned after Garcia tested positive for a prohibited substance. Bill's blunt and inflammatory remarks unnerved Floyd Mayweather, who has a reputation for being unrepentant. Style and unwavering views on sports integrity. When the interview abruptly descended into personal territory, Mayweather's trademark bluntness was unleashed, and his response was swift and unmistakable. He scolded Haney in no uncertain terms, directing his fury towards a manager with a scathing remark. This outburst not only highlighted Mayweather's disdain for what he perceives to be unprofessional conduct, but it also highlighted the deep divisions that continue to fuel debate among boxing fans.
I don't know. I mean, are you helping your kids? I don't know. You know what? You can see my work. You can see my work. You see what I do. You dig? You come up in there with that slow drag talking about that 50 under the lights and that 50 You know that don't mean nothing in the street. If you ain't really pushing that line and your kids are right in these streets, you're a whole.
The drama began with a highly publicized fight between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney in their first meeting. Garcia, a fierce and divisive figure in contemporary boxing, defeated Haney 3 times en route to a majority decision victory. But the victory was tainted by controversy when post-fight tests showed that Garcia had tested positive for ostarine, a performance-enhancing drug that helps athletes lose weight without sacrificing muscle mass. The consequences were swift and severe. Garcia was given a 1-year suspension by the New York State Athletic Commission, and his victory was formally rescinded to a no contest. Taking legal action, Haney and his camp filed a lawsuit against. Haney's pointed accusations that Garcia's victory was obtained through cheating caused a flurry of discussion among fans and in the media regarding the validity of Garcia's performance for Floyd Mayweather, a fighter who built his career on precision discipline and an unwavering code of honor. Garcia and his promoters were accused of a fraudulent victory bill. The accusation struck a personal chord with him because of his own contentious and occasionally harsh public persona. Persona Mayweather has never shied away from tough criticism about sports ethics. In his opinion, any departure from the rigid principles he upholds compromises the integrity of boxing. As Haney's claims increased, it was evident that bolder Mayweather was frustrated. His inflammatory response was a criticism of what he believes to be a fundamental betrayal of the values of sports, not just a casual insult. Mayweather was giving him access to decades' worth of suppressed feelings, as well as his own ring experiences. In addition to being offensive to Devin Haney, who had lost a fight he believed was marred by cheating, the accusations against Garcia set a risky precedent that may undermine confidence in the sport.
He should have showed the sparring video of him and Devin. Yeah.
What?
Now, why he's showing all that sparring video? Yeah, show the sparring. And it was 6-0. It wasn't close. It was like Floyd was looking in the mirror when I told him.
How long ago was that?
It was before the Conor McGregor fight when he finally decided that he could no longer be in the boxing with no real fighters. Devin is the one that snapped that. He knew that the torch had to be passed, and he passed it to Devin. I mean, because it was either forced or it is what it is right now.
The boxing community is on edge due to the fallout from the first fight, with many eyes on the prospect of a rematch between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Garcia has been working to clear his name and restore his reputation after the ban. Supporters of Haney contend that the legal and regulatory actions taken against Garcia validate the accusations of cheating for them, and that Haney has been equally determined to exact revenge for what he perceives to be an injustice. The prospect of a rematch carries both the weight of personal pride and the promise of resolving a dispute that has divided fans and pundits alike. The only equitable method of restoring honor and to demonstrate that skill by itself cannot cover up any backstage shortcuts. Garcia's camp maintains that either a tainted supplement or a single error caused the adverse test. Both fighters are scheduled to make their comebacks in different fights at a significant May event in Times Square, making this claim still fiercely contested. There is growing excitement that the card will be a significant turning point. If Garcia and Haney both win their next bouts handily, the stage may be set for a high-stakes rematch in the autumn, which would not only settle the score between the two rising stars, but also decide whether Mayweather's outburst has had a far-reaching impact on social media and other sports platforms, with fans quickly voicing their opinions ranging from support for his candor to criticism of his harsh language. Some see his outburst as a necessary wake-up call to the sport's current state, calling for a return to the principles of fairness and accountability that he claims are under threat, while others contend that personal attacks in incendiary language only serve to further polarize an already divided community. Regardless, this incident has sparked discussions about the ethics of modern boxing and the role of performance-enhancing drugs. The conversation now includes drugs and the impact of managers like Bill Haney on young fighters' careers. Beyond the rematch, there are more general inquiries concerning the rules governing the sport and what it means to be a champion in the rapidly changing boxing world of today.
We will be challenging him, and like we challenge everybody. There's nobody in boxing in or around the division that, you know what I mean, he's not looking to fight.
Why you feel Floyd is salty in the situation that you and Devin?
I don't know. I won't say the word salty, because when you got that much money, you know what I mean, it's hard to be salty about anything, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's just the way that it is. It's the new era, it's the Devin Haney era, and that's what it is. And he's hanging on to the Floyd Mayweather era. We're not taking no prisoners. We know that our job is to get to the Mount Rushmore of boxing, where the greats are.
All eyes will be on the fighters and the promoters as the next chapter of this story develops. Their return Floyd Mayweather's candid commentary serves as a sobering reminder that boxing's legacy is still largely characterized by passion and occasionally profanity, while Ryan Garcia's attempt to redeem himself and Devin Haney's resolve to settle the score promised to deliver not only an exciting rematch, but also a landmark moment for the sport. The discussion over ethics, fairness, and the true spirit of boxing is far from done, and for fans, every punch, every outburst, and every headline is an integral part of the unfolding story, regardless of whether the rematch goes as planned or the issues get worse. The ring's drama in the meantime, Bill is raising doubts about whether Mayweather was involved in providing Ryan Garcia with a urine that resulted in his positive test result. He also claimed that Garcia tested positive for 4 performance-enhancing substances prior to his fight against WBC lightweight champion Devin Haney on April 20th. Many boxing fans were surprised to learn that Garcia had tested positive for only one banned substance, Ostarine. Bill is improvising on the fly as he moves between interviews today and responds in real time to rumors that Ryan Garcia's B sample has purportedly tested positive. Ryan's legal team, however, has resisted amid the commotion, claiming that a hair follicle test was performed and the findings are now negative. Who are the fans to believe? Should they pay attention to the P that tested positive, or do they follow the hair follicle test that came back negative? Bill Haney claimed on social media that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was concealing and avoiding the matter when he orchestrated Ryan Garcia's victory over Devin on April 20th. Haney added that Mayweather had looked genuinely happy and smiling broadly the night after the bout. Given that he allegedly helped Garcia weigh 3.2 pounds more than he should have, he brought up the fact that Mayweather had become silent and appeared to have vanished, presumably to Dubai, after Garcia tested positive for 4 Ps. Haney said that the public and he both needed explanations, saying that although they already thought Mayweather had acted as a go-between for Garcia's conduct, they also wanted to know if he had contributed similarly to the suspected usage of performance-enhancing drugs.
Floyd Mayweather, come out them bushes hiding and playing and capping. On April the 20th, you were skinning and grinning from ear to ear. You was happy to tell the world about the 3.2 pounds that you helped Ryan Garcia come in overweight with. Now that he done tested positive for 4 PEDs, now you want to head for the hills and go quiet like you in Dubai somewhere. Well, I'm going to tell you, Floyd, wherever you at, what me and the world want to know is, we know you was the middleman to Ryan Garcia's victory, but what we want to know is, are you the middleman to the steroids?
The sport had officially entered the Devin Haney era, when Haney Sr. stated prior to the fight that a sparring session with Devin had influenced Mayweather's decision to retire. These remarks did not sit well with Mayweather, who ignited a heated and protracted altercation between the two on Instagram Live, with the sparring stories serving as the first point of contention between the two. The argument intensified when Haney Sr. attacked the former 15-belt world champion, casting doubt on the validity of his flawless 50-0, and Mayweather became enraged and yelled at Bill Haney, mockingly congratulating him on having an undefeated fighter in the gym, while emphasizing that he himself remained undefeated under the lights. Career history. Bill Haney yelled aggressively at Mayweather, calling him names and ridiculing his 50-0 record, saying it was meaningless because of the opponents he had selected. Mayweather maintained his composure and repeatedly called Haney by name, saying he had no interest in getting into a needless debate. He also emphasized that he had always respected Haney and clarified that he had merely called to find out what problem Haney was having with him.
You tell us,
Bill,
no, you tell us, no, you
Bill,
tell us. You told us that it was good.
Bill, if your
What?
if your son is undefeated in the gym, congratulations. Congratulations that you got an undefeated fighter in the gym. I'm not
That's not it.
I'm the under the
I
light
got a
type
nigga
fighter.
that don't lie. I got a nigga that don't lie,
So
nigga,
guess what?
100% of the time.
Can I
Nigga,
ask you a
life.
question? Bill,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's my record under the lights? What's my record under the lights?
I'm gonna tell you, but listen, what's your record in life, nigga?
No.
Yeah,
Get
nigga.
down to it.
Yeah, what's my record?
What is
Nigga,
my
what's my
record?
record in life? Nigga, what's your record under the lights? Nigga, every 50 of your opponents
My
was
record in
saved.
life,
Nigga,
my
what
record
you
in life
talking
is
about?
undefeated.
Nigga, listen, huh? You said what? You said in life
My
you
record
undefeated.
in life is undefeated.
The feud intensified when Haney turned his attention to his new opponent, who criticized the way he raised his kids. Mayweather sarcastically asked if Haney needed help, adding that Devin had needed help during his most recent fight. Haney shot back, warning Mayweather that he knew what to expect when they met in person. He claimed that the Haney business would continue and that he had never needed Mayweather's help for anything. To turn the tables, he said that Mayweather's own son, not Devin, needed assistance, and called him a bald, hurt man. Haney went on to say that his son required him daily and made it apparent that Mayweather was useless to them in any way. Devin described Mayweather as a better version of Haney. When asked the punishment Ryan received for testing positive was sufficient in his opinion, Devin Haney replied, "I've been in the gym working quietly behind the scenes ever since the Ryan fight, getting better, perfecting my craft, and you're going to see a new and improved version of Devin Haney." When asked if he understood the criticism regarding his chin, Haney said, "I look to punish him in the ring." What did that mean? He noted that, in his opinion, he had a strong chin because he had always gotten up even when confronting an opponent who was peeing. Ryan Garcia stated, "My only concern is crushing Devin Haney. I'm not trying to make amends, but rather to solidify the osterine that you most likely set up. We know you did that. Where is your little brother in the house? He knew before anyone else, and you don't answer that question. How did you test positive?" Haney asked. "They couldn't bear the loss," Ryan remarked, describing corruption at its best. "How are you? I see you. Since I have no idea what you're doing with your hands, friend, I don't want to touch it." "You took your punishment because you knew you were guilty," Haney retorted, but Ryan added, "Osterine don't protect you from blocking a left hook. You were hit 1,000 times and dribbled off the canvas, but you know nothing was taken because you know damn well that just last week, Devin Haney was lounging in a high-rise hotel suite situated 20 stories above the non-stop energy of Midtown Manhattan, just a short stroll from the battleground where he will face Jose Ramirez on May 2nd. This is more than just a bout. It's a declaration with the unofficial debut of the former undisputed lightweight champion's road to redemption for Haney. Fighting against ex-unified junior welterweight King Ramirez in the storied heart of Times Zoa Square, he is not only protecting his record, but also taking back his legacy. The 26-year-old Oakland native Haney is fighting for something much more personal than championship belts or huge paychecks. He wants to regain the respect he thinks he has earned in this 12-round welterweight match. Garcia said that this is a dream come true ever since I was a child. My father had always told me about the Big Apple and how enormous it would be to fight here someday. I'm thrilled to be back here and thrilled, especially after Haney reflected on the fight, saying that he had learned a lot about himself and that he considered it a valuable lesson in the ring. He emphasized that he had gained experience, faced adversity, and managed to rise each time, finishing the fight strong. I'm happy to be here to redeem myself and put on a great performance. If Garcia and Haney, both strong favorites, emerge victorious in their upcoming bouts, they are scheduled to clash again in October. That experience was the only thing that money could purchase. Haney said that a fighter's actual character is only shown during trying times, and he felt he had proven himself in that sense. He promised supporters that he would return in a few weeks with a more improved version of himself. Haney expressed his excitement about boxing again under the lights, saying he was focused and had tunnel vision. He also acknowledged that even though he had a big fight against Ryan Garcia coming up, he was not looking past Jose Ramirez, emphasizing that defeating Ramirez was a prerequisite for getting the fight with Garcia. Haney also promised to showcase a better version of himself. Explaining that he had been working behind, he asked fans to anticipate a new and improved Garcia in the ring as he worked behind the scenes to hone his craft. Haney claimed that although he had little say in how he was punished, he intended to discipline him in the ring while maintaining Ramirez as his main priority. Ramirez expressed his gratitude and anticipation for the fight on May 2nd, emphasizing how much it meant to him. He stated that he would be faster and stronger for this, about noting the significance of participating in a different weight class. Ramirez promised that fans would witness a better and more mature Ramirez in the ring.
That is the way. First and foremost, I just want to thank God, for this opportunity, like always, And by the way, I'm also a 2012 Olympian, If I'm not mistaken, I'm the only Olympian in this, over here on this stage. And
no, you're not. I'm 2016 Olympian.
That's right. And
that's right.
No one gives a fuck.
Anyways. I'm thankful, and I'm looking forward to May 2nd. I'm gonna go out there and do what I have to do. I know how much this fight means to me and to the team and to my family, so... I know, making my way to 147, I'm going to be a lot stronger, a lot faster, a lot healthier, feeling very rejuvenated.
1 year will have gone by since Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney's well-known or not-so-famous Brooklyn fight with Golden Boy Promotions' Oscar de la Hoya. Garcia's promoter is as knowledgeable about boxing as he is, and he predicts how the fight will impact both fighters. Garcia's confidence is at an all-time high, and I believe Ryan Garcia is prepared to face anyone in round 13. Monday, De La Hoya stated that he believes Haney's glass jaw has been exposed, saying of Garcia, "He's back, and he's back with a vengeance." He's going to make a huge statement, especially in front of 500,000 people in the past. Ramirez is going to attempt to test it. From a fighter's point of view, De La Hoya stated that it's difficult to recover after suffering a devastating loss. He added that he's taken a year off to rest his mind, body, and soul. Perhaps he has recovered. Perhaps Ramirez will land a punch or two or three. Perhaps Haney will react differently. Perhaps the fight will be interesting. There's a big difference between getting hit once and taking a knee versus getting hit wobbled and getting hurt. You just can't recover from that. It's just impossible. It's difficult. He doesn't get better. Because anyone can win. This card is really intriguing. Meanwhile, Devin Haney's father, Bill Haney, lost his temper and yelled at Todd Grisham, the moderator of the press conference in Los Angeles, for failing to present his son in a more positive light before his eagerly awaited confrontation with Jose Ramirez. After Ryan Garcia frequently knocked down Devin Haney during their April 20th fight, Todd Grisham asked former WBC and WBO lightweight champion Jose Ramirez if he intended to take advantage of Haney's weak chin. To put it succinctly, Bill wanted Grisham to highlight that Haney was the youngest undisputed lightweight champion and had won the H9 on slot on Ring Magazine's most recent pound-for-pound list. One that portrayed Haney as a gifted individual, a rising star, and a force to be admired. At the press conference in Los Angeles, Ramirez wasn't saying anything that drew Grisham's attention. Instead, he was trying to draw some disparaging comments out of him. Grisham isn't like that. He likes to poke the bear to get things going. Bill Haney said he was angry at Hub TV for separating him from his son Devin Haney, and that the commercial purposefully wanted to keep black fathers away from their fighters. Sons Haney called the press conference a biased affair and accused moderator Todd Grisham of not adequately showcasing Devin's accomplishments, particularly his position as the youngest, in addition to highlighting his legacy as the undisputed champion and his position as H9 on the pound-for-pound list. He also highlighted Devin's granite chin. Haney asked why Grimsham raised concerns about Devin's chin, pointing out that no other fighter had ever escaped Ryan Garcia's left hook 3 times in a single fight. He accused Grimsham of being blatantly biased and of helping to silence those who would speak out against the truth, particularly by placing himself in Dion's corner.
You know what I mean? But you see, as in the promotion, what they try to do is they always want to try to separate the black father and the fighter. And what you see was a bullshit-ass press conference that Todd Grisham was one-sided, and he didn't describe Devin the way that he was supposed to describe him, as the youngest undisputed champion, and with the legacy, number 9 on the pound-for-pound list, with not only just, he has a granite chin. Have you seen anyone get up from a Ryan Garcia left hook 3 times off the canvas? And that piece of shit, Todd Grisham, had to ask about his chin, question his chin.
He also said that by separating them, the promotion was trying to damage Devin's reputation, but he was confident in his son's skills and insisted that their attempts would fail. Haney stated that Devin would soundly defeat Jose Ramirez on May 2nd, guaranteeing a commanding performance.
Chin. He was everything wrong at the press conference. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to not get the voice that's really going to tell the real in Devin's corner. They want to separate it, and they want to try to destroy the brand, and it's not going to work. May 2nd, Devin is going to put belt to ass to Jose Ramirez, and I guarantee you that.
Meanwhile, it appears that if Devin Haney and his father Bill had their way after the second press conference, the Ryan Garcia rematch would have happened in May instead of October. This is all bullshit, Bill Haney said in the boxing scene. In order to guarantee that Garcia and his promoter Oscar de la Hoya finalized a deal with power broker Turki Alec for a high-stakes Garcia-Haney rematch in Saudi Arabia this October, Haney's father disclosed that he was forced to accept the interim fight. Bill Haney stated, "Everyone knows everyone wants to see the fight right now, so I had to put the pen to paper and be very vocal to make when the fight took place. They claimed that the fans didn't want to watch it, but everyone wanted to. So I had to clear this up. The fight was never about a lawsuit. Rather, it was about the justice of giving the fans a fair fight, and we hope Ryan Garcia will keep his nose clean and the fight fair." Regarding Garcia, Bill Haney stated that we are not afraid of him because he was afraid the last time and did it out of fear of losing. According to Bill Haney, his son's return will underscore the importance of the revival, stressing he vowed a fast performance and a resounding victory as his son moves up to welterweight, demonstrating that he won't overlook Ramirez. Being focused is essential to being the youngest undisputed champion, according to Bill Haney. That concludes today's video. Focus stepping up to 140 was really a stopover, and moving to 147, you're going to see a stronger, faster, and more motivated Devin Haney. Please remember to hit the bell icon, like, and subscribe if you liked it so you don't miss any of our next videos.